Hello everyone, and welcome to Jumperman Tech, where we specialize in HVAC. We do everything DIY, and today we have a follow-up service call for a LAARS boiler. Thank you to everyone tuning in to Jumperman Tech. Today we have a follow-up service call for a LAARS boiler. We found that this unit had a faulty hot surface igniter, and we also had a second boiler that was down that the boys working on that one right now. So on the other boiler we had a broken motor coupling, the coupling insert for the pump, for the circulator pump. So right now we have this taken apart. So we got the coupling insert, we're going to be installing that here, and we're going to be replacing our hot surface igniter. Here's our coupling insert. Looks the same on both sides. See little spikes, and that's what we're going to be replacing. That's what couples the motor and the pump together. Here's the coupling that failed in the last one. You look, it's completely rounded out, so the motor had nothing to grab to spin the pump. But if you look at the other side, it's almost nothing to grab left. Look at the difference on the spikes. The one on the right is how it should look like. This thing is completely done. If you look inside here, we're going to push this inside. And then this side, once we mount the motor in, it's going to catch on this side. You find the happy medium on there. Push these two brackets together. This one closer to this one, and then we're going to lock it down using the Allen key. I'll show you guys, and also you should watch my previous video on these boilers. I have this piece loose right now. Anyways, this is loose. Push this one in here too, and we're going to move the motor in and then push them together through this opening. Alright, so I'm going to push this in here, hold it with one hand, line up the screws. Let's have a second hand for this. Catch it by hand. Okay. And another one. It's only 4 bolts. Let's get that started. Alright, that one's definitely in now. There we go. That's gonna hold. Let's get the other 2 bolts in, and then we're gonna tighten it down. Tighten down each bolt. Good way to do these is to do one side here, the opposite corner, and so forth. But honestly, you'll be alright either way. Over here we have a flat part of the shaft, and this thing spins, right? You're gonna want up, there's this right here is a little Allen screw. So you want to line that up with the flat part of the shaft, and then there's a second one that you put on the round part of the shaft. See, 1, 2. So basically, long story short, you're gonna want these 2 tight together. Motor spins, and then the pump will spin. Okay, so line up the Allen key with the flat part of the shaft. Make sure it lines up with that chuck as well. You take your Allen key. I already kind of tightened them, but you're gonna tighten it up like this. Give it that final push. This is a good time when the ones with the handles will be good. I already tightened down the other side. You see, this is lined up with the flat part of the shaft. It really only wants to spin this way. So go ahead, tighten these up, and the motor motor side also has Allen keys. As you can see right here, there's also 2 of them on this side. 1, 2. And you do the same on the other. Alright, there you have it. Here's our motor. So when this side spins, coupling grabs onto here. The insert grabs onto this coupling and spins the pump, turning in here. So this is all set up. I'm gonna leave this open so when I turn this on I can see what's going on. Let's move on to the next step. I'm gonna open up this compartment. Our burner section is in here. And we're gonna get to our hot surface igniter, which is in here. Hot surface igniter is right in here above the burners. I'm gonna take off our 2 wires, okay, 2 Phillips screws, and we're gonna be ready to roll. Doing this with one hand. It doesn't want to come out, huh? Alright, don't matter. Take off the 2 wire nuts, take off the 2 Phillips screws. You have to be extremely delicate with this. Use a screwdriver. That's what the hot surface igniter looks like. And here's the gasket. Let's pull this thing out. Take off those wire nuts. And 2 screws. One, 2, pull this thing out, and I'll show you guys the difference of what this looks like versus the good one, so you can kind of you can actually see the difference in this one. All that discoloration. Definitely see the difference on that, and this was broken. Oh, this thing came off like scorched up, man. Anyways, I'll leave that on the side. Follow the pattern here. Don't let anything touch this. Super delicate. Gonna match that on there. Might look like part of the gasket is on there, but it's not. It's like the smallest layer. So this is the way that I do it. I do it by hand. Be very careful when you're pushing this in that it doesn't touch anything. I'm gonna hold with one finger and screw this, both of them by hand. Put it in pretty snug by hand. Okay? And the way you would check these is when they're not on room, when they're like cooled off already, like room temperature, you would check resistance, and you want to be within a certain rating. So I'm going to put these in by hand, holding it down the whole time. And use a screwdriver, especially for the new one. Get nice and snug. Hopefully you guys can see with this angle. Alright. Alright. Cut these off because they don't reach. I'm going to strip the wires back. Let's strip the wires back and make our 2 connections. Make sure you got 2 good connections. Is there enough? thread on here. You know what? I'm gonna strip these back too. Get a nice clean connection. I'm gonna put the two wires together. Okay. Twist that. Cut off the excess. Cap it. Nice tight connection. And do the same for the other side. Alright. That's what that looks like. Pretty clean. Let's get this cover back on. Alright, we're just gonna put the screws back on there. You guys see that red light in there? We got fire. Machine's working. That's a beautiful thing right there. Temperature's going up. Awesome. As far as here, I'm gonna put the cover back on. I don't know how well you can see it. Sometimes it's hard to see things when they're spinning. Yeah, you can see it. Moving nice. We're gonna put the cover on that, and that's just a beautiful thing right there. Infamous boiler room is started to be taken apart. They already took out this huge red tank that was here. Then they got the portable boiler outside on the street. They tapped into these lines here. Pretty cool to see. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna miss this room a little bit. Had a lot of good memories in here and a lot of terrible memories in here too, but it was definitely paying the bills. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. These guys came in and started putting things in, heat exchangers. Okay, got rid of those old ugly ones, making some things happen. Nice and sloppy. Looks pretty cool though. But anyways, I'll keep you guys updated with that. But we're gonna wrap this one up here. If anyone found this video interesting or helpful, please drop a like, comment, subscribe to come out with new videos every week. And I'll catch you all next time.